30 seconds, everyone's going to come on right now.
Hey everybody, it's Harvey Levin. We just broke a big story on our website. Paul Walker's 16-year-old daughter has now filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Porsche. And she is saying that her dad was burned alive during the crash that took his life. And it was Porsche's fault, that there was a defect, there were multiple defects in this car. Paul was a passenger in the car, which was a Carrera GT. You remember his friend Roger Rodas was driving the car, and it swerved out of control and hit a tree, burst into flames. Here's what they are saying. They are saying that when the car broke apart on impact, Paul was trapped in his seatbelt, and this is pretty gruesome stuff, but they are saying that the force, by having the seatbelt around him, the force crushed his pelvis, broke his ribs, but he was trapped. And they said that the fire didn't start for 1 minute and 20 seconds after impact, and Paul could have been taken out of the car, but he was just helpless and trapped in the car. At that point, the car burst into flames. And then, according to the lawsuit, and this is what's important, they say Paul Walker breathed soot into his trachea while the Porsche Carrera GT burned. Now, we know that when this happened, we broke the story about the crash, and when it happened, we know that law enforcement was saying that he died on impact and that he was not burned alive. And we had gotten information that there was black soot in his trachea. They strongly disputed that, but according to the lawsuit, they are saying that indeed he did have this black soot, suggesting that he was taking breaths while the fire was burning, which is absolutely horrific. They are saying more. They're saying that speed was not the underlying factor that caused the crash. The law enforcement said that Roger Rodas may have been going 90 miles an hour. They're saying that it was somewhere between 63 and 71, and the real issue was the stabilization of the Porsche, that the car was very unstable by nature. And there was a certain device they call a Porsche Stability Management System, which stabilizes these cars and could have stabilized the GT, according to the lawsuit, but Porsche intentionally decided, according to the suit, not to put that stabilizing device in the car, and as a result, it lost control and ultimately hit the tree. So they are squarely blaming Porsche for this accident. She is not seeking any specific damages, but obviously the damages here would go into the millions of dollars, and the lawyer was very clear. The lawyer says the bottom line is this is a dangerous car. It doesn't belong in the street, and Paul Walker could have been alive today were it not for Porsche's negligence.